Come back. It's been a minute. Yeah, it's been a minute. We admit, we haven't been the most consistent. But what a day to come back! What a day to come back, especially for that man up there. Yeah, you already know what I'm talking about.
Champion, champion.
It's not like we didn't already know. Like we already knew that you guys were going to be champions. We gave you your guard of honor. But whatever, man. You guys deserve it. Um, as you can see, we got we got Uzo and we got Pius here today. Trix is absent. And let's just get right into it, man. Let's just get right into it. I know since the last time we've been here, a lot has happened. We've had Arsenal do some crazy things, craziness going on in the world of football. But let's start with Pius, man. Let's start with you, Pizzo. How does it feel? Two-time EPL champion.
Wow,
What are your
wow.
initial thoughts?
It feels great. It feels great. I'm on top of the world right now. Like the bunch on top of the world. Yeah, it's I feel amazing. Wow, wow. It's been a great season Premier League wise for my team. Um what can I say? Kudos to the manager, the new manager and his slot coming in his first season. So many doubters. I saw a post on the BBC site where like there was a screenshot of all the comments from both Liverpool and rival fans about the manager coming in. Oh, a lot of negative comments, a lot of who has Liverpool hired? This guy is going to struggle. He's an unknown coming into the Premier League from another league. No chance, no signings, and then the man just sort of went ahead with his business and stuck onto his task. Sort of changed, made a few changes in terms of playing style. Sort of made sure he stamped his authority on the team, and then yeah, the result is what we're seeing today. Premier League champions for the 20th time now. How does it feel supporting the most successful club in England? It feels amazing. It feels good. Yeah, so kudos to the coach for bringing back that bragging right to Liverpool. Liverpool is the club that deserves, that sort of bragging right. Then let me talk a bit about the players, especially the key players, the senior players who have seen it before in terms of winning a Premier League, winning a Champions League. So I'm talking about your Van Dijks, your Alissons, your Andy Robertsons, and the king himself, Mo Salah. Those guys sort of, especially maybe outside of Robertson, the other guys sort of stood up this season. Compared to how they performed last season, they sort of stepped up their game and sort of they. I think what I would say, what they did was sort of like they sort of embraced this new manager, they embraced the system. They also made sure that the younger players and the newer players sort of got on board in terms of the new manager's philosophy, and they were disciplined, looked after themselves very well, and yeah, kudos to them. Mo Salah, wow, what a season, what a season, what an individual season it is turning out to be, because the season is not yet over yet. He has some sort of, as we were discussing before we started the show, some personal records, that he's still chasing. Hopefully, fingers crossed, he's able to sort of, you know, get those records, because I think he's deserved it. He's, for someone who's 33, I think going on 34, he has looked after himself very well. So that's fair play to him as well, and it shows his dedication, his hard work, his love for Liverpool Football Club. Also extending his contract to stay with the club for 2 more years, which I think was great business from the club. But time will tell. But yeah, just for him signing and showing that loyalty, where he could have just said, you know what, I'm going maybe to earn more money, to earn some sort of final payday in maybe Saudi or somewhere else. He showed his loyalty. So fair play to him. It's been like legendary status for him. Yes, it's just like, I think for me is the tough one. I'll say is the reason why we're celebrating this thing today. His goals have dragged us to this point. If you take out his goals, I think they said maybe 60% of Liverpool's goals or something like that. That's one sort of high percentage. So yeah, he's been the main catalyst for us this season. on a personal level for me, wow, amazing, amazing. Yeah, we're not getting any younger, we're getting older. But I remember my secondary school days. Every year you're watching. That was the time when United or Chelsea were the ones winning the Premier League titles. Every season, you're always watching United and Chelsea win Premier League after Premier League. You see them celebrating. You see your team Liverpool giving them guard of honors. You see them mocking your team. Oh, 30 years, how many years, no Premier League title. The supposed most successful club in England. Where are you? What are you doing? You see Manchester United fans, of course, because of the rivalry with Liverpool. During their title celebrations, you see them singing, "Are you watching Liverpool? Are you watching Merseyside?" So I think I'm happy now that I can return the favor. I think there's a song in Liverpool that will say, "Hand it over Manchester." So Manchester City, get ready to hand over the title back to us. So it's time. Liverpool fans have been through it. We've seen the dark days, so it's now time to celebrate. And we're going to make sure we celebrate. We're going to rub it in. And if you're not happy about it, I'll
Wah,
advise you
wah, 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 wah.
to
This
log off
this same
any
sub story with Pius.
if
It's
you're
like it's like
not.
when Whiskey says she tell me say every song she tell me say Pius always telling this sub story. My childhood, I didn't win anything. I won my childhood and my
Okay,
childhood.
leave me. Let me
When will
address
we
my
hear
head.
words? When will we
Okay,
hear words? Pius,
so
go
what's
and
your
heal. Go get
why
therapy.
you
Go and heal. Don't come and take it out on the rest of us that are just trying to live our normal
leave
lives.
me.
They, Pius, your
When
childhood
you
is
guys
not
were
our
taking it out on
business.
me, you did not know that time. Leave me alone,
Adams,
Joe.
every
Go and look
episode,
for those bullies, man. Go and
back
look
when
for
I was a
those
young
guys that
puppy,
traumatized you.
I didn't see Gerard armpit. He didn't win anything. Like, should we come and cry? Enjoy your title win, man. Don't be come and giving us all these poverty stories, man.
No, 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 no. You have to. No, 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 no. You have to. Like for you to understand how
But
I'm
Pius,
feeling that.
before we hand it over to Uzo, right? Where does this title stack for you? I mean, it's just two. Not like it's that many, just two. Where does this? Where does this?
You're saying just 20 league titles, oh God. That's like
Bro,
it's
how
just
many? Out of that 20, how many did you witness?
eh?
How many did you witness?
There's nothing like that. 20
Exactly.
league
So
titles.
okay, but where does this one stack for you? Like I remember, and that's the funny thing about sports, right? They always find something. We kept saying COVID, COVID
Yeah,
league,
exactly,
COVID Premier League, COVID Premier League.
exactly.
Does this like sort of ease those discussions? Does that make it different for you? Or in terms of, like, I know that was like Klopp's early time, it was starting to build a dynasty. If you compare those two titles, which one means more to you?
I, I would say this one means more because it seems like not like it seems like it means more because I'm happy that the club were able to celebrate the title with fans around in the stadium. The last one did not feel like this one because it felt like, oh,
So you basically agree with what we've been saying all these years, that it
no, I'm
was it
not
was a good.
agreeing. I'm not agreeing. No, I'm not. Why I don't agree? And most rival fans know that but they just want to put it there as an agenda. Fair enough, like to banter and say, oh, did that? Try to sort of like what's it called, downplay what we did. Because before the COVID lockdown came in March, we were already 20 points ahead. Like there was no, or even 25 points if I remember correctly. 25 points ahead. That's one of the most dominant Premier League seasons ever by any um, um, Premier League team. So, but because of the whole, rivals fans, they were happy. They would use that one to downplay, what we did. They started saying it, and it has sort of stuck with them. But why this one is, but for me, I'm not downplaying that title. I'm just happy that the people of Liverpool were able to witness it live, were able to celebrate it properly with the players. Like I was watching the emotions. When you are jumping up and down, you are seeing the fans that you've made happy over the season, sort of jumping with you. You can see people crying. You know what it means, like as a player, you're looking at what you've done, what you've made, how you've made people feel. You see people, you're looking at people's faces, looking at their eyes, and you can see tears rolling down their cheeks. You'll be hearing people's stories. Oh, I've not witnessed my team win. Some people, most of the fans that go to the stadium, their dads, some of them, their dads are passed on. They were not ever able to see Liverpool celebrate a proper league title. So you don't like what it means is so special. I'm happy for the Liverpool fans, especially those in the city. But yeah, and for myself as well. Wow, bragging rights. No more disrespecting Liverpool. That will now stop. Anybody that tries to disrespect me, you will collect. Thank you.
I know Uza can't wait, man. Uza can't wait to get in on the fun. Second league title for EPL, whatever, Premier League title for Liverpool. I know there's been a lot of talk about how boring this whole got this season got. But yeah, what are your thoughts, man? What
How
are your
I
thoughts? How are you
feeling
feeling about this win?
about Liverpool's win? I'm not feeling anything.
Yeah. But before I even get to that, how do you watch that type of game as a fan, as a sports fan? Going into that game, what were your thoughts? Like, okay, every game you expect your team to win, but how did you feel going into that type of game? I feel like it's a very weird feeling. I've never experienced that type of feeling where once a team wins against your team, they win the title. It might have happened, but I can't recollect the feeling. How do you feel? Are you thinking, oh, they must not win against us. We have to do our best to stop them. Or, man, I just don't care, man. Whatever happens, happens.
I told you during I think when I told you, Ange is a red. He's a Liverpool
Oh,
fan.
they're
So
here.
yeah, Real,
Campeones, campeones,
Real,
ole, ole, ole. Yo, man,
Well,
the
congrats,
best
guys.
club in the world, finally back.
Yep.
Back where we belong.
You can say that again, Rian. I can say that again. Most successful club in
Like,
England, man. Say it.
and tell about it,
Nah, man.
it's too
So why
easy.
why did you do this to us today, man? I mean,
Hey, Campeono, ole. Yeah. 20, the best club in the world is 20, 13. So much trophies. We don't know what to do with it.
Nah, they can't touch us. They will cry.
Can't touch us, man. I see that guy with a blue hat. Just give us the guard of honor.
hey,
Tell
man,
No,
Cancelo, Lavia to apologize to Liverpool.
I can't
Then
wait,
we
man.
might,
I can't
and
wait.
also give us 500 million for Hendo. Then we might give you a win. We might give you one.
man,
Yeah.
look at Pius,
Bro,
man.
he's
I've never
smiling
seen Pius
from
this
ear
happy in
to
my
ear,
entire
bro.
life.
It's disgusting.
Bro.
Wow.
It's disgusting. I literally want to puke. His happiness harms me.
Right?
Yeah, man.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean,
This shit doesn't even feel real for real, bro. It feels so crazy.
It was COVID
so
last time. This is the first time in my lifetime I've got to experience this.
yeah,
Yeah, like it
I
feels
actually
real.
asked Pius, where does this stack up compared to the COVID one?
They're really higher, like 2 times higher for me. Like I actually felt it. I felt connected. I felt like we were meant to win this from like the get go. You know what I'm saying? Like it was different for sure.
Yeah, completely agreed. COVID was the vibes were killed with the bubble concept for the Premier League, but this year, if you go back and just want to watch the highlights, the NBC, I've watched them like 3 times already. But the "You'll Never Walk Alone" at the beginning, they put the full thing for 2 minutes, and you could. Uzo, I'm sorry, man. We hanged 15 on you guys in 3 games this season, but today, everybody in that stadium knew we were gonna absolutely piece you up, and I'm sorry it had to be today.
Yeah,
Thank you for the result as well, because unforgettable memories. But I think everybody in the stadium knew it was going to happen. Amazing, amazing, amazing feeling.
yeah, for sure. The only thing missing is just Gerard. That's the only thing that can like top this. But I don't think so.
What's
Like
with
this
these
was it
Liverpool
was
fans
great
and
for
the
sure.
reminiscing? They can't let
Arsenal.
Gerard. Pius started up the episode talking about my childhood.
I mean, because to be honest, I feel like without him, we probably wouldn't even reach this heights no more. We would have been like Spurs.
Stray.
Oh man, it's crazy. But I'm about to go pop a bottle for Liverpool, man. EPL champions, man. 42. We're going crazy for sure. Like, this is great.
Great.
Arsenal, you can try Chooks. Try again
There's a
next year
wanted
or
poster out
next
for
two
Chooks. We
years
can't find him.
or never.
We can't find him.
Yeah.
Chooks, you can't find him. He's hiding. I've called him. He's not answering me. I texted him good morning. He didn't even reply me, bro. Like, bro.
So what next, man? What next after this title? Next season, what are the objectives after winning? Nobody expected this to happen, right? Just to be honest, we didn't see this coming. So what next? And this is a second question: is there a shift in terms of like the rivalry? Before it was Man City, we saw that for a while. Is it Arsenal now? Do you think Arsenal is going to be that next big rival, or do you still? But do you still see it being City, or do you think anything is going to change next season?
I'm
I'm
just
like,
gonna let Rian
answer that.
Yeah. I'm gonna reserve what I say about Arsenal because if they win a Champions League and they beat Real Madrid, PSG, Barcelona to do that, I gotta say hands up, that's pretty
Yeah.
awesome. But they have, I'll say it every time, they haven't achieved anything yet to truly speak in the vein that they do. So yes, they are pushing for a title, but they have to win one. We've won one. We were supposed to finish fourth, fifth, whatever. I love the graphic. There's not a single person that's finishing first. So let them come in and claim to try and challenge it. They had injuries this season, whatever. You have a transfer window now. We have a transfer window. I think that's going to be the biggest thing. I'm not worried about City and Arsenal. I know it was a good day today, but there's about 3 or 4 attackers I think that need to be cleared out for certain. If we can bring in 2 or 3
sure.
fresh faces, the midfield are brilliant. Maybe just a couple more in there. We're going to be right back where we belong. Fergie time in the 2000s or whatever, yeah, we'll be winning 18 ourselves.
Wow.
Yeah. I also feel like I don't see Arsenal as a threat. Not because they don't have good players. I just feel like they lack the elite mentality to win things. They don't have that mentality of going over the edge. See how they crumbled in the league before we even won it. They were already crumbling from February. I don't see Arsenal as a threat. I still see Pep. I think next season Pep's going to win it. And then we're going to be stronger next season. We're going to make top 4 because top 4 was the goal this year. We're going to make top 4 again next year. Push
How
towards
do you go from
Champions League.
winning a title to aiming for top 4?
Yeah, you see, do you know what it costs? It seems like we're winners, we overachieve. We have everybody else was just doing smash. We came like a tiger and we beat it. We took it. That's what we have. We had no other choice. Nobody wanted to win it, so we took it. Arsenal don't want to win
Fair
it.
enough.
City don't want to win it.
Fair enough.
If everybody's dropping points, Arsenal is claiming, the prem, the rep, anything like that, but you drew 13 games.
I always
how
felt
are you gonna win? If Arsenal
Sorry.
won with 13 draws, delete prem.
Wait,
that's
didn't their
trash.
Invincibles
Literally.
have 13 draws?
Yeah, Invincibles had. Yeah, they had 12
12
draws.
That's what
draws.
it doesn't count. That's not invincible to me, bro. 13 draws, nigga. You were not Stoke. You were not an
Yeah,
elite Stoke.
Chooks shouldn't have been on this episode because he would have
That's
blew a
harsh.
gasket on that one.
Yeah. He'll just log off, man. He'll just log off. Actually,
Yeah,
Next thing I'll
but-
just say real quick, I always felt that the 90-point teams are the ones that you need to win a league. You're going to win the league with 90 points most times. We've experienced it twice not, but if you get those 90 points, we had those teams 5 years ago or so. I think the biggest question was, can we live up to that level? We can get 90 points with McAllister, Soboslai, Konate, these guys. They're going to set a new precedent, I think, for the new generation. They're going to be the next leaders. So I think we're really good for many, many years to come if we just look after the current crop and get some new faces in.
Yeah, we need a striker for sure, because anybody, any striker, it doesn't even matter. Me, you, anybody does the air. Anybody than Nunes, to be honest, bro. That's any striker is gonna do. We need a winger that also has some brain cells, and we're gonna win again. If we have those two, and a left back, obviously, but if you make those good players transfers, which I don't know because of our owners, but if we do that, then I would say we can win the league again. But for knowing our owners, I would say we're making top four and another trophy for sure. Those are my like expectations. Because this is gonna be his first full season with him trying to get his own players and putting his own shit into the like table, you know. So like yeah,
I think for me, I'll put it as my expectation and what I think is going to happen. My expectation is as Liverpool as a fan of Liverpool, which I am, Liverpool Football Club is like the most successful club right now. I will expect us to go and defend our trophy. Why can't we defend our trophy? But that's my expectation,
most
right?
successful club.
In England,
This
in England,
episode is disgusting, man.
in England, of course. But so
Shy 20.
that's my expectation, right? For us to go and defend it. But the reality is that we might actually not be able to defend it, right? Just for some few reasons, like maybe we will not strengthen where we are supposed to strengthen, or maybe
Yeah.
yeah. And if that happens, then I'm fine with a trophy. Hopefully, if that trophy is Champions League, I'll take that.
Yeah.
But Pep is coming back bolder than ever. Just know, bro. We're not winning anything. Like, we're not winning the Premier League. He's coming back angrier than he has ever been. But he's spending 500 million. He spent 200 million in January, bro. We're done.
He spun the block and got his wife back. That guy's going to be. Thank God we
Oh,
won the
I
league
saw
now,
that
right?
too.
Because next season is
Yeah.
his.
Yeah, next season is his for sure. And
Pep,
Arsenal is going to crumble because they're not going to win again next season. Real Madrid is going to come and steal their players in Jesus' name. And then, it goes from there.
yeah, you have personal beef with Arsenal like me too.
Nah, no. But man, Uzo, man, thank you for letting us come in and say,
Love.
appreciate you. I gotta
Congrats.
go, man.
Y'all
Love.
enjoy.
Love, man.
Cheers,
Thanks for
man.
Thanks,
popping
brother.
in.
Thanks, man.
And I was gonna get into Trent, man. Does he stay? And how do you guys feel about 2 Premier League titles, 1 Champions League? If he leaves now, has he done enough to earn
Just
his
go ahead,
right?
Ibrahim.
Huh?
I suppose. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. So like for me, I think yeah, I would have loved Trent to stay in Liverpool and sort of retire in Liverpool, but I have no grudges if he leaves. Like I have no grudges. Just like you said, he has won the major trophies with Liverpool. He has won virtually almost every club trophy. I'm sort of okay with him chasing some sort of new adventure in a new
Is
country.
it really about adventure, about the money? And before you come in, Ram, this is something that happens a lot to like academy graduates, right? They don't get offered as much as people that get signed. Let's be honest. And maybe that's because, we groomed you, we made you who you are. So, whatever we give you is more than enough. So I think when this discourse, talking about Trent, and it happened to us with Mason Mount, we didn't offer him the right amount of money. I'm not saying that the same type of players are the same. I'm just saying the situation was kind of the same, right? And he left, right? Because he thought he had a better situation, a better contract elsewhere. What is stopping Liverpool from paying that premium amount of money that a talent like Trent deserves?
Riam, help me out. Man. I'm
Yeah,
not sure.
it reminds me of the running back syndrome in the NFL, right? They've got a shorter shelf life. In some ways, it's not always the most important position. You can make do without it. And he's a luxury player. Connor Bradley comes in, he plays fantastically well and does sew up some of the defensive issues that we have. But Trent, he's brilliant. He's going to get you your crosses and passes. And I wanna hate him for leaving, but I don't blame him. He's left us with 2. I tell you what, when the Coutinhos, Sterlings, all those guys left, they were leaving us to go and actually go and win things.
Yeah.
So hey, if you're going to give us a Premier League trophy and then go off, I understand. And who am I to say he's actually a Scouser, right? He grew up in Liverpool. I can't tell him he's not a real Scouser or anything. He knows best. But I don't know if he's going to get the same love and adoration or even performance at Real Madrid. And believe me, we're coming for that crown as well. Champions League, I want it next year. So he's a rival from now on. But, thank you for the memories. It's a shame you're leaving.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It- it-
You
Uzo,
couldn't
I-
have said it any better, Riam. Like we're coming for that last thing you said. We're
The
coming for that
difference between
Champions League.
Pius at the start
Absolutely.
of the season and
Very
now,
much. Sorry,
Lord
sorry,
have
go ahead.
mercy. It's like he's gone to
Bro.
Turkey and got a new hair
So much
transplant.
energy, man.
His confidence is through the roof. Pius, calm down.
Yeah, I know. Also, man.
Now, Uzo, you have to talk to us about how that felt, man, because it's such a strange feeling. I've never felt that.
Yeah,
Did you watch the
I
game?
watched the full
Did
game.
you watch that game? Like,
But
how
my
you
thing
going?
is, what like
How,
we have one eye on the European fixture, which ultimately our season comes down to Europe. Like, there's really no amount of tactical advantage we could have when you're rotating 8 players and you're not trying to bring on your big hitters at halftime or anything like that. Whatever the game state is, you just kind of have to let it go. Everyone knows my issues with Ange, and everyone knows where I stand on him. I've been very consistent since the start of the season, and like I said, no one game is going to tilt me in any direction. It's more about the body of work since he got here, and I don't look at this game as one that I can be like, oh, this is a case study in why we shouldn't keep him. Because what are you meant to do? We saw Man United kind of similarly go against Bournemouth, rotate the squad, and I mean, you don't really want a game that is going to be like hard fought and like taxing on the players, because at the end of the day, by your poor performance throughout the regular season, you've now made it to where your entire season rests on 2 or 3 ties that are coming down in the next coming weeks, and you can't afford to try to eat your cake and have it. There's no amount of results we can get in the league that's going to change how bad of a season we've had. I don't even think we can finish top half at this point. So why would I have any expectations of him to field a strong team or to actually try to get subs on that could change the game? And then ultimately, I said this when Liverpool lost the final to Newcastle in the Carabao. You could have fielded an all Premier League XI, an all-time XI. You could have brought back Essien, brought back Drogba, all the legends, everybody, lined them up 11v11. Nobody was winning that game at Anfield today. Just like nobody was winning that game against Newcastle and Wembley, because people are playing way above themselves. You knew for a fact they were going to bring in the championship with a win, with an emphatic win, with a multi-goal win. As a gambler myself, listen, I was enjoying the goals because I was in there on that over 3.5. Of course, they were going to score a lot of goals. They were going to have an emphatic result. And what better team to play than a team that is normally soft in their strongest 11, that's now weakened by rotation, who doesn't have a good mentality, and who you beat all the time. I bet you if Liverpool fans could have picked the perfect opponent and the perfect day, it'd be just like this. Like, let's be honest, nobody was surprised. So I didn't feel anything watching the game. I felt disconnected, but I felt disconnected from my club the entire season. So it wasn't really a new feeling. The only thing that I feel could bring back any kind of like emotion with the club is if we progress to the final, and then I'll be fully behind them. And right now, it's looking like we have a very, very good chance. A very good chance, because Bodo just lost their one of their starting center backs. They already have 2 midfielders out to suspensions, and they're missing a starting winger. So it's like, if you can't beat a team that bad when they're missing 4 key players, I honestly think, forget about being sacked. He's going to be lucky to leave with his head. Like, he's legit going to be lucky to leave the stadium with his head still on his head, because there's no way, in my opinion, there's no way that we can excuse any kind of sub-performance in the Europa League. But all eyes on that now. Congrats to Liverpool. I'm glad that a boyhood Liverpool fan like Ange could witness his actual team experience success on the day. And I'm sure he left, and I'm sure he gave Arne a gift in the tunnel like he did Klopp. So, hey, man, hopefully I'm watching the last of him, and that's where I'll get my joy from. But nothing more to say, really.
But we've heard from Liverpool fans talk about this season and what it meant to them. But for you, this league title, what does it say, man? Are you really? Was it convincing? I've been.
It's interesting, because I thought that when you went around the Liverpool fans asking kind of like where it ranked between this and the COVID title, I mean, I'm not surprised that they said obviously this feels sweeter, it's better. But I'm surprised no one mentioned this part, which is like, I think what probably makes this feel a lot better is the fact that there was really no expectation of winning a title going into the season. Whereas like in the previous like kind of challenges or getting it close, you're going in every year with the expectation that we must win. And it kind of doesn't feel as great when you just do what you're expected to do. But coming in, new manager, no expectations. At the start of the season, Ream was putting them in the top 8. Pius had them barely scraping fifth. You know what I mean? They had no expectations, and I feel like that's where like I, as a Spurs fan, can almost kind of feel joy for them because I know what it feels like going into season after season, not really knowing what to expect from your team, and I can only imagine like if they surprise you, how much better that feels at the end of the season. So, from a convincing perspective, I thought they were convincing. Of all the, this feels like the most dominant title win, ironically, since Liverpool won it in the COVID season. Like we've been kind of used to Pep doing all these like last minute comebacks
That's
and
crazy.
hawking you down, and it almost feels like a mystique about Pep, right? Like if you're within touching distance, he's gonna grab you and he's gonna hunt you down and he's gonna win the league. But when was the last time we really saw a team wire to wire, right? Like from week 1 all the way to whatever week we're in right now, and all the way to week 38, they're gonna run the table the entire time. They were unbeaten for a long time. I think one of their only losses was the random loss to Forest, and then what was the loss that you had recently? It's just ultimately, yeah, it just you couldn't ask for a more dominant performance. Now we can say Arsenal had the injuries, and we can say City weren't the same. I get all that. But you couldn't ask for more dominance from Liverpool. Like, competition aside, you couldn't ask for more dominance from Liverpool than they provided. And I don't think anyone can fault them as being the worthy and rightful champions this year. Now, if you ask me about Arsenal, I have more to say, but let that go for now.
Yeah, this is not an Arsenal episode. And I think the next name is Mo Salah, and we talk about him a lot on this episode. Is he the greatest Premier League
For me,
player
no.
ever?
Yeah, he is. He is for me.
Greatest Premier League player ever?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so.
I wish I could agree and say yes with Rian.
So who is it for you, Pius?
The
I think
greatest Premier
Henry,
League player
Rooney,
ever?
KDB would be my top 3. That's my top 3 personally.
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
think he's surpassed KDB yet. Like I think he'd have to for me to like start considering him. In your own era, there's a guy who's done more. You know what I mean? Like arguably done more, in my opinion.
He's done more team-wise, I think, but individually, Salah has
I
done
think
more than anybody
for
else. I respect the position.
However great an individual could be on a team as great as City, KDB is that. And like obviously from the outside looking in, we're gonna say, yeah, but it is a great team, and it has been a great team. I feel like we're in for that all season. Oh man. That's great. But yeah, I think for me it's still KDB, Rooney, and Henry. That's my big 3. And then if we expand the positions, the likes of Scholes, Scholes has something to say about greatest Premier League player of all time for me.
Bro, 11.
These guys have something to say. I'm sorry, like the success,
Giggs.
Yeah.
the longevity,
I don't
crazy.
think those guys.
It's absolutely
They're
crazy.
probably
Yeah, I think those. Even though it pains me to say, but I think just some players in that United setup will just be.
I think Cristiano Ronaldo being the last to win a Ballon from the Premier League also has a shout. Because I think until someone else does it, it's gonna continue to look like the greatest feat ever achieved.
If Salah can have a similar season, maybe like this next season, or
but what are his chances this year?
They're back on now that
I still think
Inter didn't get the treble. I think his biggest competitors now would be either Rafinha or Yamal, because they're on for a treble still. And I think if Barca win a treble, it would be kind of hard for you to deny one of their players winning the Ballon.
I'm saying it here.
What trophy do you think they won't win?
His chances are looking good.
What do you mean they ain't winning? They win the league.
Yeah, they win their league.
That's already a domestic treble.
No, we are not counting Super Cups. No.
Okay. Okay.
We're not counting.
Fair enough.
So it's just the league and Copa del Rey, the one they played yesterday. That's it.
Okay, fair enough. Wait, what do you really want? You don't want Arsenal to win the Champions League.
No, okay. Let me say it
Inter
now.
need to win.
Yeah, let me say I think I'm back
The way
in
Inter
and I think
performed
they
in
will
that
win the
in
Champions League.
Coppa Italia game, I'm like, I don't know, man.
I'm not sure, man.
No, that's just that you see a different Inter. I
Over
guarantee
2
you
legs
that.
against Barcelona, I don't know. If it was like the final, it was one game, maybe.
All
but
I
2
know is
legs
I think
against
whoever
Barcelona,
wins the
Honestly,
Ballon
honestly,
this
I'm worried.
year is going to be one of the most fraudulent ones in a while because we're going to think of that person's name and we're going to be like, wait, Messi. Well, Rodri is already looking kind of. Yeah, Rodri is already. Actually, you know
But
what? Yeah,
Rodri
no.
won one.
Rodri is going to be the one that is like, huh? I don't know, man. Football has really fallen off. We need some exciting names back in the picture for the Ballon d'Or for real.
Agree.
And that's
He
what
looks
I
Like
feel
that
like,
like.
Dewey
huh?
guy from PSG.
Who?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I like him.
Yeah, he
Sorry,
looks
Ams,
okay.
go ahead.
It looks okay. Yeah, I was gonna get into something. Pius and Riam, do you remember the team that like the starting 11? I think the game was against Chelsea, right? That was the game you guys wanted. That 5-3 game. Can you remember that starting 11?
That was the game that we presented the trophy. Remember?
Oh, that was the game you okay, but it wasn't the game that you won it, right?
Yeah.
But can you remember the starting 11 from that game? That Chelsea game.
Try.
Go ahead. I think I know it too.
I can
You-
try.
No,
You guys can
they'll walk
together.
alone.
You can walk together.
Okay.
Okay, so Alice,
Oh,
we never walk alone.
oh my gosh.
Okay, maybe so I can name one and then Riam can name like the next one and
Yeah,
then just like
I
that.
think it's easy. You guys should get this one.
I think so.
I know the
if
midfield for sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me name the goalkeeper and the defenders, and Graham can take the midfield. Okay, so I think the goalkeeper is Alisson in goal, Andy Robertson, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Virgil van Dijk. Oh my goodness, why am I feeling a bit scared about that last year? Is it Joe Gomez?
Yeah, Joe
Yeah.
Gomez.
Good. So Graham, you can go with the.
All right. The midfield three, I believe, was Fabinho, Keita, and Oxlade-Chamberlain.
No,
Great.
Chamberlain wasn't on that.
No,
No.
he scored
That-
that game too. It's,
Yeah,
Naby
he
Keita.
scored.
Keita.
Yeah, he
yeah,
said
Naby Keita was.
I can't believe you're missing this guy. This guy was actually the heart.
Henderson.
Henderson.
No. Oh, that's surprising. Henderson didn't start that game. Somebody else.
So are you saying Naby Keita didn't start that game?
Naby Keita, Fabinho, and somebody else. So do you know who that person is?
Ronaldo,
Curtis Jones.
Genie.
Yeah. Well, now
You know how
Ronaldo.
Liverpool are with their
Ronaldo.
black
Oh
men,
my gosh,
right?
yeah.
He's been erased.
I'm sorry, Ronaldo. I'm sorry,
He
Ronaldo.
scored the third goal in that game too.
I'm sorry, Ronaldo. Yes.
And we all know the front three. We don't even have to get into that.
Not even Minnesota.
Uzo, I have
Yeah.
one for you. Uzo. So the last time I asked Chooks if he could name all 20 Premier League captains, and he tried. He tried. I think he got about. We can even do that again. We can do that again and see.
I don't think I would
how
even know
close you get.
6.
But the one that I had for you originally, the one I had for you, or the one I have for you is the last
Like
10
in each season, right?
highest
The
goal
last 10
scorers.
Golden Boot winners.
Yeah.
Well, I know
Yeah.
the last 2 seasons. We're counting this season? So just the 10 before this season.
No.
So Haaland, of course.
Yeah.
Before Haaland, I believe it was Salah. No, was it? It wasn't Salah.
No.
Come on, Musa.
It was joint between Son and Salah. No. Wait, so how's that not?
Yeah. It was joint.
What? How can you? He said no. Like,
My
I know
bad,
they
my bad.
shared
Yeah.
the Golden Boot.
It was sorry.
Okay.
It was
Maybe y'all wanted
It
me to
was
say
Son and
Son
Salah.
first,
It
but
was Son
me
and
and him
Salah.
are on good terms right now. Anyways, so
Yeah.
Haaland, Son, Salah, and then before that, it was Kane.
Come on, man. You should know the next one.
It was Kane.
Come on,
Was that the
man.
year he won Golden Boot and top assist? Or that might have been 2021.
I'm not sure if you.
Okay, so
Yeah, that's
so
2021.
what year am I in now? Because honestly, I'm so
That's
confused.
2021.
I'm in
Now you're
2020.
2020.
COVID year.
Yeah. 1920 season.
Salah. It wasn't Salah.
No. So you're in 1920.
1920 was-
1920 season.
Was that the year?
That's,
Was that the year with a three-way
Yeah,
tie
that's
with
the top
Oba? No,
that's-
that's 18.
No.
Um,
That was 18,
after
19.
that, 2020. Who won the Golden Boot? Kane?
Yeah. No, so this guy currently plays
Well, no
in a
shit.
Premier League team. I mean, it could
No,
have
no,
been, it
it's
could have
not.
been
It's-
Oba from last year left. Mane left, so he's still
KDB?
playing, and this is his last season. No, come on, man, KDB. How could KDB has never won? Golden Boot?
James
he
Vardy.
won a Golden Boot in
Yeah,
2020.
that's
Oh, he's had a career. He's had a
Yeah,
very
20
interesting
19,
career.
20.
COVID season.
Oh my lord!
Jimmy Vardy.
This is like that
They're just
episode
calling at
of a
random
show where
times.
like the season finale where all the random guests are just popping in
Oh
and
my
out.
gosh!
The Adams. The Adams. I have tweets I bookmarked from
I
September.
know. I know.
The Adams. There's a clip of, I forget your name now, Hima, saying that he saw from the Brentford game. That's game 2. He saw a change in the way we play, and the Adams said it's only game 2. What week are we right now?
Thanks, man.
What week are we right now? What week is this? You don't need 55 games to see a change in your style. Some guys are waiting for Maresca since September to cook. You don't need 30 games to see change in play. All you need is 2 sometimes, man.
What's the second one? What's the second one?
The second one was the one where you said you don't want to be in title race. I didn't want to talk about title race, but listen, this is not the easiest league that I've been in. This is like one of the worst ones because Chelsea was actually, I don't know, I know what you guys are doing top 4 race now, but Chelsea was supposed to be with us. It was supposed to be a fun race because
I don't know about that.
What we playing next week? The script was there. That for us to
Damn.
win this league, we have to play Chelsea and beat Chelsea. But you guys said no.
I've
we
never
don't
seen.
want to be
I've
there.
never seen a fan base
Because they
collectively
want to
will
be
themselves
drunk.
out of a title race like the way Chelsea fans did this year. They literally almost spoke it into existence. Nah, we wouldn't dare win it.
Please don't ask us about titles, man. We just want to win games.
Nah, man, we're just here to win games, man. And about that, man, we don't mind giving you guys your guard of honor. You know what?
Forget God of Honor, because you're going to beat us anyway because we're going to be drunk. Like,
Exactly.
Our season is done. We have
Yeah, just give us the 3 points and let's be done.
But
over.
all I know is I want Chelsea to be playing UECL. That's all I know. You guys don't deserve you don't deserve Champions League. Please don't bring Maresca to the Champions League. He doesn't deserve to coach.
Now we'll be there, man. We'll be there. And Pius actually called the next title winner. Pius, you didn't say was winning the next one.
Did I see you?
You said it on the group chat. You said
Yeah,
the next.
okay, yeah. I said I don't mind if Chelsea wins the next one.
Okay.
No, but the
All
thing
right,
is, Adam, you know,
I'm
you're
just- I'm
nowhere
gonna- I'm
near
gonna
what
say
it takes
now.
to do a 38 game time. Like nowhere near.
Bro,
No. It's
bro,
not
what
the
they say
same
about
though.
Liverpool this
It's-
season?
Exactly.
No.
Adam,
Going to the
this year you had A team and B team.
Okay,
And
you
you
know what? You know what? Let's do our early next
What do you
season
mean,
prediction.
bro? The season's not done.
No. Let's
Bro, we're like 7 months away from the season starting.
Oh yeah, well, you can always change. You can always change whatever you come up with now.
Hold on, let this season finish first.
Yeah, no, the season
But
is
all I
done.
know
The
is
season is done
What
for
else
sure.
do you want? What else do you want from
no,
this season?
In terms of season being done is in, if Chelsea does not make top 4 or doesn't go Champions League, it's a
That's
different.
true. That's true.
Because you
Yeah,
guys
it's
are not
different.
gonna- you're not gonna
Decided,
do
yeah.
It's
in Europa
different.
League.
It's different.
You can do that in Conference League when Europa Parma must play those minutes. But here's what I'm gonna say. I know Chuk is not here to hear this, But at some point, after a team has struggled to get over the line, at some point they're gonna win it, man. Arsenal is probably my it's just at this point, like, we're just tired, bro. Like, just take it.
The here nigga
Like,
down
we're
title.
tired of
Oh,
stopping
okay,
you from
okay,
winning.
okay.
Like, just take it, bro. Like, I tell that you've tried, man. You got your Real Madrid game, you won it because
No,
you're gonna
wait.
lose
They're going to win which one? The Champions League or the league next season?
league next season. They're losing next season.
Okay.
I can put my whole
Why-
house, Riam's house, on this.
What? Real.
Rams house is expensive.
like,
Both
Relax.
hopeless, but PSG is not losing to Arsenal.
No.
Who's at home for
PSG
the
is not
first
losing
leg?
next week. That's all I know. Arsenal. That's why they wanted that ugly tifo, man, to carry on. They say like I said,
Bro,
that's how you know
the
they don't belong
crimes
there,
Real
man.
Madrid
What
have
the-
committed this year, I
Even
won't
Crystal
forgive
Palace.
them any.
Nah, Madrid. Honestly, I just thought they were gonna do anything because that team is not
Bro,
like the way they
somebody
play.
needs to put
horrendous.
Carlo down.
Yeah.
It's okay.
If it was
It's enough. You know,
It
you
was
still try to
ultimate
raise
team,
his
man.
eyebrow in that second leg. I'm like, hey,
Like,
I would slap that eyebrow off your face.
That gimmick no longer works.
Madrid's first strategy is like FIFA Ultimate Team. That's what they do. Just collect all the best players and put on one side, and nobody's ever gonna do any dirty work.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go back to my league winners. There's something I saw today that made me smile. Salah said in an interview that he told Slot, listen, I'm going to give you all the offense. Just don't ask me to track back, man. And a few managers can learn a thing or two from that. Manager number 1, Ateta. Manager number 2, actually, not gonna lie, do Chelsea wingers track back? I don't even know.
Nah.
Let's not talk about
Bro, Maresca
Let's
has
not
played
talk about
fullbacks
Chelsea
in
wingers,
GM
please.
as left wing. You're asking if the wingers track back.
So I said, don't give me
Focus, man.
don't
Focus.
play defense. I'll give you all the offense. Nani said, "There's no offense, there's no defense, man."
Don't ask me to play at all.
Oh,
I'll give you all the vibes.
just leave me alone.
All the leg
like-
shaking. Since Adams called him world class talent, I think the guy has one goal
But no, like honestly,
in like 15 appearances.
ever since that hat trick,
Hey, man, I'm holding, look, I'm living with something, man. I'm living with
You
that hat
live with
trick.
something
I
that
don't care.
happened last
I'm
year.
not gonna lie,
I'm living with that hat trick.
bro, the thing has left already as well, man. Jeez. No, honestly, it was a great season. I have to leave, but this pod, I kept this pod. I used to listen to this pod waiting for the agendas. Only Uzo was saying, maybe he kind of put his stock in Arsenal, but Arsenal always let you down. So I feel like I was watching and waiting, and I think sometimes I forget his name, was it Pius? Pius was a little shaky in the middle, but I'm glad he stood through, man. Liverpool is never gonna let us down. There are things I saw last year that I was cursing Klopp from April, because there are things you see that is like it's something that has a Klopp team is sometimes mentally fragile. Sometimes, not all the time. There are things that your manager will do the way he plays. Like last year, Klopp never used Szoboszlai as a 10. For the whole season, you bought a 10 and said he should be tracking back to friends. There are things that you don't do. You use your players to the best of your ability. Look at what he did to Gravy, man.
Wow.
Gravy was out of his mind for like 4 months. And last year, Gravy was the worst player.
I didn't know we would get that episode so
Okay.
soon. But I thought that was still in the crock pot, but it's okay. Keep
No.
talking.
It's not. Listen. It's not. What I'll say though is it's more. It was time for you to go.
Klopp and
that's why
Trent to Real Madrid.
Klopp
Whisper it
knew it
quietly.
was time for you to go.
We will see who lied.
I'm screwed. What club did for us was Klopp said, you know what? This has passed my level. Let me leave the football before the football leaves me. Let me go. And he left us in a good place. It didn't look like it was a good place, but those who know knew it was a good place. Salah was ready. Van Dijk was ready. That's who everyone that was ready. There's no one else in the 11 that was ready. But the rest of the 11 said, you know what, we're gonna play, and the way they were playing, even like from the preseason, you heard Joe's talking about it. It's different. He's more strategic. He uses us differently, and you saw it at the start of the season. Obviously, over a long season, you have to change the way you play because you have to adjust to the length of the season. And once we said, you know what, we're in the home stretch, let's just win games, man. It got nasty a little bit when I kept seeing Jota play every single game. I couldn't watch it, but hey, I just wanted my points, and we'll live to fight another day. But we got the job done. Credit to Slot because he brought out the talent from everyone. Well, not everyone. Nunes has not. We still don't know what Nunes is good at. But everyone else
You can't take
drive
that
their
Premier League
talent and
medal
maximize
from
their
Nunes,
talent.
even
So I'm
if you
so proud of
tried.
Bro, Nunes has his medal, man. The certain guys don't have medals, man. You have to just say it's all about timing at this point. Forget talent. Be there at the
Nunes
right
makes
time.
an appearance in the
just,
league
just make
clinching
sure.
win,
Timing.
and Kane is going to be suspended for his own league. This life is
Bro,
not fair, bro. That's like,
Nah, man.
did you guys
You
see
can't take
Kane's
the medal
interview
away.
on the yellow card? He said it's kind of my story, bro.
Oh,
My
I didn't
heart
see the
broke.
interview.
Like, bro, when he's finally gonna win a league title, he's suspended.
He's accepted it.
When he said it's kind of my story, I'm like, yeah, this guy.
Oh, man.
You can tell that's why he left Prem. He couldn't deal with it anymore, bro. The jokes got too bad. The jokes got too bad. But anyway, Klopp and Trent Real Madrid era.
Yeah.
Next season should be fun.
Like,
Yeah,
Fubol-
man. Worst episode ever, man. Uzo,
Enjoyed you.
I don't know why you did this, bro. Look,
the Adams, we enjoyed you so much, man. Honestly, I was locked in every here. Like you know, the season was bad because Adam stopped learning from Chelsea games. Here are 3 things we learned from Chelsea. Stopped it. You guys stopped learning, man. Oh my god. Bro,
They say he
Wait,
froze. He hasn't
no,
moved
no,
since
no.
November.
bro, like everybody was so happy. Like, learn from Chelsea. Like Palmer froze, the Adams froze, Maresca froze. Come on, man. The next year, I'm gonna put Arsenal is the team to beat based on what we see from City. We'll see. Obviously, City are always going to be around. Pep got back with his wife, so he's probably locked in for 1 more year. Liverpool, all we need is a budget, man. There's one person I want to go, and that's Nunes. Everyone else could stay. I'm fine
Diaz?
with everyone else staying, but you just have to add. Actually, you just
I'm
have to.
fine with Diaz staying.
Actually,
Yeah.
honestly, I was looking at Diaz.
Yeah, they need to clear out, bro. The
I was
strikers
looking
need
at
to
Diaz
go.
the last couple of days. I can't. Diaz was looking better in my eye, man. I watched Martinelli. I watched Rafinha. I said, you know what, Diaz? Let me hold my cat.
Wait, did you watch Noni as well?
Everybody is just
I
holding
like
on.
this guy.
Like I was looking around and thinking, I said, no, this can't be what is available, please.
you saw Johnson in front of him today.
Brennan is our
That's
top
nice.
league goal scorer, you know. Wow. Man. That's if you needed to know why we're 15th,
Bro,
I'll be
So
17th.
I'm looking at
Nasty walk, man.
So I'm looking at Diaz differently. Honestly, the only thing I want us to just get a 9. The midfield, we could add more legs in there. Maybe get one more center back. Exclusive Trent is gonna be here for next season.
Bomba.
Liverpool fan.
Mm.
This is
Wow.
Football fan zone bomba
Trent,
here we go.
exclusive.
Here we go. Fabrizio hasn't heard this. I've heard this. Trent, here we go. He signed a while ago, but he's gonna announce it on the 6th of June. 6/6/2025.
6th of June. Okay.
So 6/6/2025. Watch for that announcement. Anyway, when you see me next year, actually, the other before I leave, could I get a guard of honor, man? Because I'm not gonna get it next week.
No. Tomorrow, when we play you, bro. When we play you, come back on the episode when we play you. I have one name for you. You're looking for a striker. I have one name for you. Osimhen.
Oh, the funny thing is, Osimhen would actually be
No thanks.
a crazy coup for the way that Liverpool play. The amount of chances that they create, my God!
Man.
Did you see today? Man,
maybe
maybe today is not the best example, but
Bro, they play Spurs, man.
It doesn't account, bro. After half, not gonna lie, the expression have come out after halftime. The game was done at halftime.
it was a
This guy took his shirt off in the
testimonial.
33rd.
It was a
The
testimonial.
game was done.
It was a
They
testimonial.
were taking selfies.
The
mid-game, man, saying,
balloons
hey,
were already being released at like the 60th minute.
But no. There was balloons on the field. And I think someone took up their shirt and said, "Thank you,
Mid
Jesus."
game,
Like, whoa,
mid game, it's crazy.
Nah, that's in my life, man. But no, for this podcast this season, I'm gonna see you guys next year. But please make sure you come top 4. The Adams, please don't come back to this pod.
just
if you're not
Top five.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
you
Adams,
top
you
five.
know what?
Just
Like,
give me that win.
I'm
Just
actually
give me
rooting
that
for
win.
Chelsea. I want it to be
Give me that
Chelsea,
win.
City, Arsenal, Liverpool, Who's the Newcastle, right, in the top 5.
Nothing.
And then I want one of
Yeah,
us or
yeah.
United, of course, to get in. Because imagine seeing all 6 teams there again, like the old times. That'd be nice. That'd be nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, hate.
Yeah,
the
no,
thing about it
Forest
is, like,
cannot go, bro.
I just don't want.
We've
can't let
disgraced
that happen,
ourselves
man. We
enough
can't let-
in the Champions League.
know, bro.
It's enough.
Nah,
The
you
thing
can't
about
let
it is,
Forest do that. Hey, man, just give me one more Champions League, and you never know, bro. Just
is
give
not
me,
enough
just
for-
give.
winning the league is not enough for me. I want everybody to fail. So I want Tottenham to win, obviously against the Glit. I want
Oh
United
wow,
to
I know
lose.
that's your
Tottenham does that
personal
final.
heaven.
I want Arsenal to. I want Arsenal to lose against PSG. I didn't want them to get to the final, so they say, "Oh, we made a final." I didn't want them to say they made a final, man, because they'll say, "I got this far."
We are reasoning alike, man. I like you, man.
I didn't want Arsenal. Mind you, I want Arsenal to get back into the title race, so they can't focus on 2 things at once. They have to actually start focusing on both the league and things. I want them to get back in the top 4 race. Sorry, because right now they're 6 points away from being in the top 4 race. So that's one loss next week.
If they allow Rafi to cook, he'll cook something poisonous here, bro. Easy, man. Rafi's definitely one of the
Ah,
most
man,
consistent
appreciate it,
supporters
man.
for sure, and agenda merchants as
Oh
well.
yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Adams, I didn't know you were
Man,
talking
look,
this much.
it was a great season.
So you didn't learn any more 3 things after. Adams couldn't understand what he was watching anymore.
man.
Pythagoras theorem, algebraic.
Bro, when I saw that Palmer penalty miss, I knew it was over, bro.
Oh man.
And I knew the season was
That's
over,
true,
bro.
man. Adams, we've not been seeing your
Yeah,
learning.
man. Look, do that thing for me against
3
next
things
weekend,
I
and I'll be
learned
back.
from Chelsea's
I'll be back with
4-0
my
3
beating
things I learned
of
from
Liverpool U21.
and I'll start with the guard of honor.
Whoever is not drunk will be fielded in that game.
Please, bro, please, and make Palmer score too.
You might be
Let me
asking
break
for
that.
too
Let me
much
break
here,
that.
Adams.
We need, bro. Hey man, it's been a season, man. It's been a
But yeah,
crazy
one of
season.
my biggest
For
takeaways
sure, it's been a
is
crazy season.
I think Pep did a lot of harm to his reputation this season. I think when people, bro, do you realize
No, I don't
at
think so.
some point this season they went 13 straight losses? Or 13 straight
13?
without a win. 13 straight win, like a 13
man,
game
that's
run
wrong.
without a
Yeah.
win.
Yeah, I think
And across
yeah.
multiple competitions. That
I
is
saw something crazy. Like
unbelievable.
they have the same amount of win as us now. I saw something like that. I think
Arsenal definitely
still have
tailed
the
off
same
towards the
amount
end
of
of the
winners
season.
as
For
us
sure. I
now.
mean,
Let
that's
me-
why Rafi was saying they can get drawn into the top 4 race. But I just feel like a lot of people are assuming that Pep is just going to stand up and all of a sudden be back in the title race. I think a lot of the mystique got broken. And like you now go back and like I've been doing in retrospect, looking at some of the title wins, and you're like, how much of this was just him being better than everybody else? And how much of it was this irrational fear of Pep, like, oh my God, causing people to stumble. Liverpool drew a lot of
Completely agree.
games in the running towards that game, that first 99-98 win, right? Obviously, we've seen Arsenal crumble badly over the last 2 seasons. And like you just start to like really nitpick and you're like, how many of these like Champions League Premier League wins can you really say like Pep was just like absolutely flawless dominant besides the Centurions? So I think when that mystique goes, now you can't just start your season in November like you've been doing. Now you got to actually put together a full, like flawless season. And I don't think he has that in him. I think you're going to see the likes of teams like Brighton and teams like Forest. They're not going to be afraid to play him anymore because they played you this year and you looked pretty, you know what I mean? You looked human. They tasted your blood. And next year, I feel like a lot of these teams are not going to be easy to roll over home and away like he's been doing in the past. So I think my way too early prediction for next year is we're getting Arsenal Liverpool Part 2, and I feel like Arsenal finally get it over the line, bro. Especially because I think there's something to be said about this Champions League run. And Liverpool did the same right before they got over the line, right? They had the final appearance, which they lost, and they had the second final appearance that they won. And in that next year, you could tell the mentality was completely different. I feel like if Arsenal were to get, this is going to sound crazy, Liverpool have Champions League pedigree, so winning the Champions League did a lot for their mentality. Sure, for Arsenal, I think simply making a semifinal and beating Real Madrid did a lot for their mentality. I hate to say it. I'm not saying like they're career losers, but when it comes to the Champions League, they're obviously career losers. Winning that kind of game feels almost as big as winning it would have felt to Liverpool. I don't know if that makes any sense. Like, it's one of their most famous results in Champions League ever. It's one of their most famous results. So I feel like that kind of shift in mentality, feeling like, you know what, we can hang with the likes of Mbappe, we can hang with the likes of Jude, and we can hang with the likes of Chimeni and Fetty and all these guys. It does a lot for your mentality to feel like, you know what, yeah, I belong. And they can start next season strong, and, you know, who knows? They might get some more reinforcements, might be getting a new striker, probably get better injury luck. I don't know. I think Arsenal Liverpool Part 2, and I think they just get it over the line. But that's my way too early prediction.
Man, this was a crazy episode, man.
It's like the Comedy Central roast of Adams.
I never thought this Yo. Hey man, yeah, we have to end early today. It was amazing. It was nice to see Ram, Rafi, and everybody that joined. Liverpool, I man, this is the height for you. I don't think it gets better than this. But that's
Absolutely.
just me.
I will say this is the first year I kind of understand what Trent meant by it means more, because having watched City celebrate the league title for the last 4 years, I kind of forgot what it meant to win a league title. Like, I was just like, you know what I mean? It's like when you see this kind of celebration and you see this kind of emotion, you remember, like, this is the creme. This is our bread and butter. This is the ultimate, like, prize in this land. Bro. And, like, I hate to do the whole City fans thing, but let's be real. Like, they haven't really, you know what I mean? Like, they're doing the pausing, they're clapping. And
they played the cup game. They played the cup game at the same time, and when we were at the pub watching the Liverpool game, the City fans are right next to us, and they would show clips of the stadium half empty. The fans weren't interested because they'd like desensitized this kind of stuff. I would do anything for an FA Cup semi-final, even if we like won 10 in a row. It's a great experience. It does mean more
to me.
To you,
give us an FA Cup.
But yeah, no. Shout out to Trent. It really does mean more. It's nice to see emotion back in the sport. It's nice to see good guys winning things. I love Arn. Like I said, it's time for the swaggerless, aura-less coaches to rise up. And he's the number one on that list. No. Maresca has next.
Maresca next. I don't know.
But yeah, no, it's nice. It's nice to see the nice guys winning things again. Hopefully we end the season on a high and Arsenal doesn't win the Champions League. So that's all all my energy is focused on that for now. I would even trade Spurs get into a Europa final as long as these guys go down with us. What? No. What do you mean? What do you mean? Don't do that. If the only way we were going to win the Europa is if Liverpool win the champs, take the Europa. What? What? No. No way. No way. No. I do not want to live in a world where those guys are celebrating a Champions League win over the summer.
They have a good chance. They have a good shot. It's probably going to happen. You guys just,
they definitely have a great shot. I will give them that. I will give them that, but I hope it doesn't happen.
Hey man, guys, we gotta run. Thank you guys for joining.
Great episode.
Don't forget to
Thank you, Adams. Thank you, Pius.
Yeah.
Thanks, Riam. Thanks for coming, man.
All right, boys. Peace.
Peace, man. Take care.
Yo, I'm going, man. Bye.